Hey, good morning, everybody. It's now 12:03 in the morning here on Friday morning. Still tracking severe storms moving into western North Carolina. The leading edge is just now entering the North Carolina mountains. You can see temperatures are still in the 70s out there. We've got dew points almost equal to the air temperature, so it's a really soupy air mass across the region. So these storms have plenty of fuel to keep them going during the overnight hours. Again, that tornado watch includes the entire Charlotte metro area and points west is until 4 o'clock in the morning. The strong storms now moving through eastern Tennessee are really producing a lot of wind and a lot of lightning as well. They extend down through Watauga, Ashe, Avery County, now moving into western Burke and Caldwell County. In the upstate of South Carolina, got an interesting situation because we've got a couple storms or a little line that has kind of formed ahead of the main line. This batch near Greenville is actually ahead of the main line, which is sitting back in this region. And then when you look back to the west, you still have plenty of rain, which extends all the way back into even parts of Alabama. And that's, I think, where the actual cold front is actually setting up this morning. This is squall line is kind of raced out ahead of the main line. And if you're looking for the cold front, it's actually right in there, moving east of Birmingham towards Anniston and areas like that. Let's go a little bit closer and show you first warn Doppler radar. And you can see, first of all, look at the amount of lightning we have across the region, just in a tremendous amount of lightning in the western part of the state. And that's probably the one thing that's going to wake people up here in the middle of the night is all of the lightning moving in and causing so much thunder. When you look at the velocity data, there's also a lot of embedded strong winds in here. So for the main threat into the overnight hours, we're likely looking at damaging winds of 58 miles an hour or higher, or possibly even some lightning strikes, which could cause damage. The timing right now, moving into the Charlotte area, still roughly around, I'd say 1 a.m. to 1:30, moving into Cleveland County, western Alexander, western Catawba, western Lincoln, Gaston County, and Cleveland County, probably closer to about 12:30 to 1 a.m. So we'll keep an eye on it throughout the night. I would not worry too much about the tornado threat. That threat is really diminished. The main threat during the overnight will be the lightning as well as the strong winds. We likely could see a couple severe thunderstorm warnings like we've seen back in the western part of the state. I'll keep things up to date here throughout the night. Remember, John and Megan will be here in the morning as well. They'll have you covered throughout the morning show. If anything should change, we'll break into programming during the overnight hours. And if you haven't grabbed the Charlotte Weather app, make sure you get it now. It's a great place to check the radars, and we do push notifications for watches and warnings.